Vegans do not care about animals going extinct, because if everyone went vegan, species would go extinct. Oh my Lord. Okay. Can we please unpack this? There is a difference between species and breeds. So what we have done as a human species is we have taken species and we have changed their physiology, changed their genetics, altering them so that who they are and what they are and what they do and what they produce is greater and bigger and faster than anything they would be and do in the wild. And we've created these little breeds from these species. And as a result, the species themselves are going extinct. So do not tell me that I don't care about species, because yes, as a vegan, personally, I don't think every vegan feels this way. I don't speak for all vegans. As a joyful vegan named Colleen Patrick-Goudreau, absolutely, I would be completely fine 100% with the breeds that we've created to produce the most amount of milk, to produce the most amount of flesh on their bodies, what have you, to go extinct. It's not the same thing. Extinct isn't even the right word to use for that. If we abolished the breeds that we have created and made little Frankenstein monsters of, yeah, it would be better for them. It would be better for us. Absolutely, 100%. If we stopped breeding and creating these little Frankenstein breeds in favor of the wild ancestors of those animals, right? So a wild pig versus this domesticated pig, a wild turkey versus this domesticated turkey, a wild chicken versus this domesticated chicken. In all ways, if we stopped creating these Frankenstein monsters and made sure we were preserving habitat for the wild animals, yes, that's what I prefer. So don't act like you're catching me at something I haven't thought of, because if you really think about it, what you should care about, what we should all care about, is the wild animal, is the habitat for that wild animal, not these little Frankenstein breeds. There is no pig in the wild that looks like the domesticated pig we have created for human consumption. No pig looks like that. There is no chicken in the wild who produces eggs every day, who lays eggs every day. There's no bird in the wild that lays eggs every day the way the domesticated egg-laying hen does. And it's problematic for her, and it's problematic for us. There is no chicken who grows as quickly in the wild as the domesticated chicken we have created does. There is no cow who even has wild space anymore. We actually destroyed the wild cow. The aurochs was the wild species, the wild version of the bovine. We actually hunted that animal to extinction, and then we created all of these little offshoots of that wild cow to create those that are really, quick at being able to have offspring and produce milk for human consumption, to be able to grow very quickly in terms of muscle so that we can kill them as quickly as possible for human consumption. This was in nature. This isn't what was in the wild. The aurochs were just one species, and then we took that species and created all these different offshoots and all these different breeds. So yeah, if your question is, do I not have compassion for no, I don't care about the breeds as a category surviving. I don't want the individual animals to suffer, but that's very different, because you're trying to catch me at not caring about species going extinct. If you really cared about species not going extinct, you would make sure you preserve the wild ancestry of all of the animals we have completely turned into little Frankenstein monsters. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Happy to answer, but let's not try to catch each other. All I advocate for is for people to live as compassionately as possible, to live according to their own values of compassion and wellness. And when we start to try and catch each other, that's just a delay. That's just a distraction. That's just a way to divert what really matters and what's really true, from what's really true and what really matters to just something really trivial. So we can do better than that. This is Colleen Patrick-Goudreau, Joyful Vegan. Thanks for watching.